in our previous video, we did a couple of things. One, we did where we was able to add some movies to our PSP, and also we was able to go ahead and add games. That was in our previous video that we did, and I kind of went nuts on here, kind of adding a bunch of my games, some of my games, right? And it's just a few ways of getting your games on here, whether if it's like, just like I said, I'm like, however you get them, there's a few ways of putting it on your device, and that was in the last video. Now in this one, I'm gonna go ahead and try my best to go ahead and put PS1 games on here. I seen a couple of methods, but there was one I really wanted to try out and see if I can go ahead and get this done. Hopefully everything will work out for me and I don't mess up nothing. All right, let's get started. What is going on, you guys? Your boy Famous Kid Video Game Entertainment. And before we go any further, make sure you hit the like, subscribe button. Click like, subscribing is always a big help. Let me pause and make this clear. This is not a how-to or tutorial video. It's up to you if you want to follow along. I make mistakes and there is far better videos out there that can explain and break it down better than me. This is what I'm doing. I'm quite sure you guys might have better or even quicker ways of doing this. And if so, please explain in the comments. My goal for us is to all help each other, and myself included. Thank you for your help, and let's begin. Now, okay, let's get straight up with each other, all right? Now, there is one way to where that you can go ahead and back up your games just by, if you have like a CD player or CD burner or whatever you want to call it. And then basically there's a couple of things you can do to go ahead and back up your physical copy games onto your PC, and then you could be able to transfer it and do this method, and then go ahead and go and put it on the PSP. Okay, all right, let's just keep it 100. All right, let's put it this way: you hustled your games however you got it. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing. Hustled the games and you got your own library. Let's put it that way. You got your own library of games. We just gonna assume that you backed up your games on to your PC. All right, and we gonna go through that method. Feel me? Now I'm back in my PSP power folder, and what I did, I made another folder for the just to put the PS1 games on. It's called PSX for PSP. That's basically where I'm going to put all my files and everything else, and just work at it from here. We're going to hit sites and we got to get some stuff. Okay, so in this one, we're going to get what is called like Pop FE, and we're going to go over here and just grab this go over here to this link right here, and then that's going to be the latest, and we're going to go ahead and just get this zip file, just save that. Okay, now I do want to let you know, off the first page right here of the Pop FE, the directions is down here. All you got to do is just follow the directions and just read through it and stuff like that, and then you can just figure this out on your own if you want to, but we're just gonna keep on going. All right, gonna go ahead and extract this pop FE. We're gonna just go up in here. Now once you open up the Pop FE folder, after we just got through extracting it, we're gonna look for a application called Pop FEPSP-EXE. That's the one we're gonna open up. Okay, this might be blocked by a firewall, so you're gonna have to, like, you know, go in. If it's blocked by a firewall, you got to go through some whole directions of doing that. Just look it up on Google. It'll tell you how to take that off if you have an application that just doesn't work. Okay, then you're gonna be meted with this and this. Okay, so you're gonna be meted with this stuff right here. Okay, this is what's gonna be your setup. Okay, now in this case, I wanted to tell you guys, these are my own games right here. Okay, I own all these games physical. If you guys follow me on my Instagram, you probably follow me on here, then you probably have seen these games before, because I usually just love showing these games off, because especially Beyond Beyond, it's like one of like the best games, just to me, just awesome. So okay, so we have a few games right here. One of these two of these games basically like singles, and then this one's like a double. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and mess with the single game first, and just want to give you guys fair warning, this black screen right here, don't close it out. Just make sure you keep it up, because that's where all your information is gonna be. So yeah, whatever you see, if some pop up, whatever, and you open up a exe file and some things pop up, obviously all of it's needed. Okay, so all right, so we're gonna hit this play button right here, and then we're gonna go ahead and put the file up in here. Basically it's gonna need that Q file, so we're just gonna go ahead and look for that. All right, so I'm finding my file and stuff like that right here. I'm inside of where my game's at, and I'm just gonna go inside this one right here, and then right here I'm just gonna double click that. Boom. See, we got some stuff going on, got the manuals finding, so you just gotta give it a bit so it can upload everything it needs to do. There we go. See that? See, boom boom boom. There's also a bunch of settings you can do. You can disable some stuff, you can change some stuff around if you wanted to. I'm not messing with all this, but it's gonna have you got to create an output folder, okay, where this stuff is gonna go. So what I did, I created a folder, say add me to PSP. So that's where my output folder is gonna be. I'm just after this is done and it's gonna be ready to go to the PSP, that's where it's gonna be. Those files is gonna be there. Okay, so it's just gonna say create and create eboot. So basically right here output directory. So we got to add that to it. All right, I got my game all on deck. I got my output folder where it's gonna be at, and then now I'm just ready to create that eboot. Boom. So it's just gonna start making it. Give it a second, give whatever, I don't know, give it like a minute, a few minutes later, just do its thing. If you want to see it, we'll just go ahead and just move some stuff out the way so it can go ahead and like see everything. So just give it a bit, let it just do its work. And with the power of editing, all right, once it's done, you're gonna see a pop-up come up like this, and that's basically just let you know it's done. Now before I go ahead and like check the folders, we're just gonna do like one more, but this time we're gonna go ahead and do like a multi disc. Okay, we're just going to do that one. Okay, so in this case I'm gonna put the contents of disc 1 of Lunar in 1, and then I'm gonna put the contents of Lunar disc 2 right here. Hold on. So in this case we put both discs up in here to where that we have it to where that it's right there. Okay, so now we're at the same time, this is like a multi-disc right here, so that way you can kind of, you know, and if you have like 3 or 4 discs, like sometimes I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Final Fantasy is like 3 discs or something like that. It's been a while since I played Final Fantasy 7, but like 3 discs and stuff like that, and then some of them is like even like 4 discs, and now you can just add them all, and all of them will be added to the PSP all at the same time. And that's what makes this is so super awesome. Now that we got our multi-disc game ready, we just gonna go ahead and do the same thing. Boom, we're just gonna let it just go ahead and do its thing, just let it just wait it out and stuff like that, you know. And with the power of editing again, yeah, the other one just got done, but I wanted to do one more real fast. I'm just gonna go ahead and add this one. This is the one I'm gonna add, and I'm just gonna create it so I have all of them done. Remember, and when you see the end screen to wherever, that means that you're good to go. Awesome, all my games is added, all the stuff is done. All right, time to transfer things over. And in this case, what I'm gonna do for transfer, I'm gonna go ahead and I just took the SD card out, and then I just basically just plugged it to the computer. Okay, you can do this in 2 ways. One, you could do the same thing I just did, take the SD card out, and then basically use the adapter and just go ahead and just plug it up to the computer through USB. Or you can go ahead and just use the cable, the PSP cable, and just connect that to your PC itself. Okay, which basically I got my USB already inserted right here. Okay, now your eboot folders, that's gonna come after you get through dubbing them onto your PC. They're gonna come looking like this. Now if you want to, like each of your games that you just did dub, just go ahead and if you wanted to, you can go ahead and change the name out and put the proper names of these before transfer them over. I'm not touching nothing, I'm just gonna keep it just like this, and I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm quite sure it should be able to read on the PSP itself. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just take these folders. Now remember, the one that I had did which involved like two like disc 1 and disc 2, I'm just gonna go ahead and just it's already in one folder, so I don't have to worry about nothing, because that I did where I was able to add disc 1 and disc 2 and stuff like that, so it's already in one. So that's the 3 games right here. So we're gonna take them and we're just gonna go ahead and just copy them. Now that you copy these games, we're just gonna go ahead and go to our PSP folder, PSP US, the SD card, and then we're just gonna go into PSP, then we're gonna go to game, and then we're just gonna go ahead and just paste it right here. That's all we gotta do. Just paste them, just paste those. It's gonna take a bit, so just let it just do its thing, and just let it go ahead and just paste to it. Now once you go ahead and copy everything over to your SD card of your PSP, just hop back to your PSP, okay, and just make sure you eject it properly before you take it out or whatever, and put it back in your PSP, or unplug your PSP PSP from the PC to get over here. All right, now that we back here, let's just check if the games are here. We're gonna go over here to the games. Okay, so we have our games right here. Okay, we got Alondra right there. We got Lunar's right there. And let's see, we just gotta check. There's the other game right there. So we're ready to go. We're ready to rock. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna test out a couple of games here. And one of the games is like, I gotta explain to you about this particular game. Okay, all right, this one right here. Okay, one more thing before we just start playing games, I just wanted to add, if there's something that just does not work, okay, if there's something that does not work, or maybe there's some problems or whatever, this is that and the third, because just like I said, it's my first time doing this stuff myself, so I'm not saying that I'm perfect. So, you know, let others know in the comments and stuff like that, because it's a big help. And the people that does know, like when it comes down to doing this stuff like this, if there's something I'm missing, please let us know in the comments, because not only you're helping them, you're helping me too. So because I could have probably like bypassed something that I did not get a chance to cover. So just, you know, just let us all know in the comments so we can all help each other. All right, now as you can see, Lunar is working, and just like I said, just go ahead, like say for instance, like there's a problem, just go ahead and press that PS button once, and you see there's a menu right there. Okay, and all you got to do is just go ahead and just switch disc. Okay, just in case it requires you to go ahead and switch the disc. Sorry if I hit the microphone. It requires you to go ahead and switch the disc. Just make sure, because there's different ways you can just kind of mess with this. If you're used to the PS3, this should be like, you know, saying this should be cake for you. Okay, so all you got to do is just, if you have other settings like screen size and all that kind of stuff, you can do all that. Okay, that's why I just wanted to show you. I'm going to show you one more game. I'm not playing any of these games, I'm just going to show you. Okay, this is my last game I wanted to kind of show you. This is right here, is Beyond the Beyond. Right here is a classic to me. Like I remember I used to just play this, and I spent like hours on this just having fun. Just the storyline is really amazing and everything. So this is like one of my favorite games right here. It just, other than Tales of Destiny, but this one's right here is definitely a runner up. And even like games like, and I got all these games like far as like RPGs, like Wild Arms and stuff like that. Those are like some of my favorite games. We got PS1 games working on the PSP. All right, and with that being said, I'm gonna be out, you guys. If you guys made it this far, I truly appreciate it. If you guys is a big fan of PSP like me, you know, I mean, seriously, let's chat in the comments, because it's so awesome. And what were some of your favorite games back in the day, and even some of the PS1 games? Mostly when it comes down to this this awesome PSP that I'm finishing going to be finishing up, let's put it that way, is mostly I just want to play mostly PSP games. That's really what I wanted to base everything off of, but I'm still going to be doing other stuff. I'm going to kind of tamper with emulation. I'm going to tamper with like maybe some themes, see how far I can go before I feel like, oh, I did it, this is it, I did it, this is awesome. Okay, it's already going awesome right now, but I'm just really happy. Okay, let me stop yapping and repeat myself, because I'm just excited. All right, and from gamer to gamer, thanks for watching.